Hey guys, welcome to this video. So in this video, I'm going to be going over how fear and greed is the chart. Okay, I have a fear and greed series. I have fear and greed, or I can just type in fear, whatever, it'll show up. I have a greed, I have fear series, right? Um, I have fear, I have greed, right? I have greed, I have fear, right? I have this one, really important video, how making profit. Making profit from this, making profit starts understanding and navigating through fear and greed. Fear and greed, making money, stock market, but understanding two emotions in regards to your technical analysis and price action and discipline for and towards these two emotions, right? And how so in the stock market, right, all it really is after you master TA, you get your screen time in. From there on, really, it's just about your fear and your greed. Okay, listen to this. Okay, fear and greed is the chart. Okay, fear and greed is the chart. Here I have it. I'm pretty sure I'm making sure. Fear and greed is the chart. Look, right here. I said multiple times. Fear and greed is the chart. Fear and greed is the chart. Fear and greed is the chart. Multiple times. Fear and greed is trading. Fear and greed is the chart. Even it's Maple himself said that. It was Maple himself who said that. Okay, so right. Now we know that fear and greed is the chart. Right? So really what it is. All it is, remember, again, making profit in the stock market comes with understanding, navigating, and taking in, going through that difficult, honestly, sinful human emotions that the market makers leverage to make money off of everybody. What is it? Those two emotions? Fear and greed. Okay, fear and greed, that's all it comes down to at the end of the day. That's what the market makers leverage our evil human hearts for, those two sinful, evil human emotions, fear and greed. Honestly, bro, that's what they leverage to make money off of everybody, right? But the experienced trader, the profitable traders, they know how to understand, and again, they know how to understand and navigate through those feelings of fear and greed, through our experience, through our just overcoming of these, negative emotions, right? Because you need to build a positive relationship with those emotions. Like Maple always says, even build a positive relationship with fear, right? And that sounds, hard. Like, I don't want to, be fear, right? But that's how trading is. That's the hard part of it, right? When you're fearful, you should get into the trade, right? When you're greedy, you should not be, holding in the trade. You should be taking profit, right? It's the hard things to do, but it's all through fear and greed, right? And so on my fear and greed series, I wanted to go over how all it really is a chart, right? The chart is fear and greed. Fear and greed is the chart. Okay, what are we thinking right here, right? What do we here we go to the top step, right? Right. So what are we looking at here? Okay, right now here I'm looking at here. We'll go in 1 minute, sure. Right here, I'm looking at right here. I'm looking at there's extreme greed, right? When these bill breakers start selling off 17 points, 20 points, whatever points, right? When these bill breakers start selling off, there is extreme greed. This is extreme greed right here. Look at these fat red candlesticks. The hundreds of dollars being printed, given out, right? Everyone's saying, FOMO, greedy, right? And then boom, this bounces right here, and now is there greed right here? When this bounces and reverses right here, for a short, there's no more greed. Right now, it's fear. Right now, it's, oh, should I short this 9 EMA? I don't know. It's fear right now. We'll go to the Qs on the 1 minute, right? Right, this is bouncing up to VWAP, right? This is perking, There's no more, this sold off here, but now there's no more real greed here. Right now, this is just fear. This is just fear of reversal. Right now, maybe it's on the greed side for the longs to be greedy, right? But then they do shove it back down. But the point is, at one point you were really greedy, and then now you're fearful, and then now you don't want to get in the trade. When you're fearful, you actually should be getting in this trade a little bit over VWAP because then they shove it down more, right? Fear and greed is the chart. At one point, we're greedy, and then the next second we're fearful, and then next point we're greedy, right? And then the very next second we're fearful, right? That's how the stock market works. That's how they leverage those emotions, and you have to be understanding that fear and greed is the chart, especially on Top Step. Top Step, greed is a big part of Top Step. Not only really just fear, not so much as fear, but really it's greed. That's what I've come to learn, and that's why I have some new videos on greed, stopping greed and prideful greed, right? But anyways, fear and greed is the chart. Just know that. Screw TA, screw the TA, screw. All you need to do again is analyze in the moment, saying, am I being fearful right now? Am I being greedy? And where am I supposed to be fearful when I'm supposed to be greedy? And then where am I being greedy when I'm supposed to be fearful, right? I should be, if I capture this sell off here and I'm down here, I'm being greedy for more points. I shouldn't be. I should be scaling out, taking profit, because then boom, fear comes in and then pops up, and then fearful, and then you just lose money, right? And then right here, when you're being fearful right here on this 20 bounce, reject, right? Right now is fear. There's fear of reversing, but when you're fearful, really, you should have the confidence to take that entry, right? I mean, not necessarily the confidence, but like when you're fearful, usually those turn out to be the best entries, right? You want fearful entries, right? Build a positive relationship with fear. When you're in fear, that usually honestly means that it's a good trade to take, because it's a dip. Right, when there's a dip, but the dip is scary because of reversal, that's when you should be taking the trade. It's fearful, but that's when you need to jump. When it's scary, that's when you jump, right? When you're in fear, that's when you take the trade, right? And then you get rewarded, right? So trading is those sort of opposites a lot of the times. And so just know, fear and greed is the chart, right? There's not much more I can really explain on it, TA, right? But just other than, right here, there's extreme, fear, and then boom, when this red candlestick pops down, there's extreme greed. And then when there's extreme greed, that's when you shouldn't be taking that trade, right? You want fearful entries, not greedy ones. Because if you take a greedy entry short down here, boom, you get cooked. And I think I did, honestly. I think I did get cooked on this trade, right? Because I had a greedy entry, so I got cooked, right? Versus when really it pops up and now there's fear of this reversing, that's when you should actually take the trade, right here, when it's fearful. Not when it's greedy, you should take it when it's fearful up here, and then you get rewarded, and it comes down and breaks out for huge gains, right? Because you took a fearful entry and you were rewarded in that fear, right? Fear and greed is the chart. Screw TA. By this point, my brain, it's burned into my brain. TA, it's 10 and 2 CBCs, all these things. There, of course, TA is important, but right now at this point, my career and really in general, it's always been fear and greed. It's always been our hearts being controlled by fear and greed. Our hearts control our money, right? Our hearts control our money, right? Whether we're greedy for more, whether we're fearful to make any at all, right? It's all leveraged through fear and greed. So we as traders have to understand and go through that pain of taking a fearful entry, go through the pain of taking a scary, fearful trade and going through that stress, right? To get rewarded big, right? Or go through the pain also of not, catching this another bill breaker, 20-point red candlestick sell off when it breaks down here, right? Go through the pain of disciplining yourself to not take that, because then you save yourself from getting punished, right? With a huge fat green squeeze out candlesticks. When you're greedy, you overcome that greed, you take it in, you weather the storm of that greedy impulse trade, and you don't take this greedy short trade, and then you save yourself from losing money, right? And then when it's fearful, you go through the fear and stress of taking a fearful short trade, and then you actually make money. You go green. Really, that's how trading works. That's how you leverage it. That's how you navigate. This right here is really in this video. That's how you navigate and understand through fear and greed. That's how you take on fear and greed. That's how you navigate through fear and greed. And it comes with my experience of every single day. I've been trading for years, knowing what's going to come next, knowing how the market makers play their games, right? A lot of times I reverse trade through fear and greed, and I reverse trade a lot, honestly. It's been helping me a lot because I know the market makers' games. After so many years, you realize the market makers' games, and then after so many years, you kind of, are able to better navigate and master your emotions of fear and greed, because fear and greed is the chart. And yeah, what I just said in the last 20 seconds is really good information and video. It's really great thing on fear and greed. And so yeah, honestly, I should be making a reverse trading video, because that's really good. But yeah, pretty much, man. That's fear and greed, dude. That's fear and greed. It's the things you don't want to do. It's going through the pain of those two evil emotions, fear and greed, to actually be a profitable trader. So yeah, just remember, fear and greed is the chart. And remember, realize emotional candlesticks, right? This is an emotional candlestick, so it yanks and cranks up, right? This is emotional candlesticks, it yanks and cranks up, this is an emotional candlestick, right? And then people want to get in and they get shorted down and they lose, right? Always, yeah. Even me myself, I'm always realizing, where are the emotional candlesticks? Where is greed? Where is fear and greed the most high? And every given second in the market, I know, because I've been doing this for years, damn it, right? So we have to realize that, understand that, navigate that, and even for ourselves. Again, dude, I mean, same thing with me. I had a red 500 day, I had a PDLL trigger, right? I was green 430, but what happened? Greed. That emotion came in. Greed. For green 430, but that's $600 profit green on the day across 3 accounts. But I was greedy, saying no, I want more. And what happens when you say that? You lose it all, and then some. Instead, now I'm red 500 instead of green, 600, right? That's what happens when you're greedy, because fear and greed is a chart. All it is greed, right? Because again, on Top Step, it's not even about if I'm it's not even about whether I can make money. It's about holding my greed down to when I do make money, right? Back then, I was so happy to make $200. I wasn't greedy about wanting to make more after $200 of profit, right? But now I am greedy about making more than $200 of profit because it's so easy for me. So I don't respect it as much. When that's dumb. That's a lot of money. $200 is a lot of money each day. So respect that. And yeah, that's it just comes down to fear and greed. At this point, the TA, the da da da, all that. I'm on easy mode, but still, my heart is still sinful. My heart is still fearful. My heart is still greedy. Okay, and I have to navigate through that and accept that and just go back to $200 days and correct me and correct things and stuff and just realize that fear and greed is the chart. Those two emotions. You navigate through those two emotions. You don't even have to master it. Everyone just say, oh, master fear and greed. It's not really something you master. It's just something you kind of go through, and you just get better and better each time going through those emotions and navigating them, understanding as well, understanding that hey, I understand the market makers love to bear trap everyone. I understand the market makers love to make this go down here and then make everyone be a greedy FOMO short, and then they punish them and squeeze them out. I understand that because that happened so many times for me, so for so many years. So what's going to happen when it comes down here? And I'm going to actually reverse trade. Instead of going short, I'm actually going to go long because I have experience, right? And I know the market makers game. So when I go long, I capture actually this 30-point bill breaker and I make money, green profit, while the other inexperienced trader gets cooked and gives into their greed and goes red. But I don't give into my greed. Instead, I reverse trade and then I go green up here for hundreds of dollars profit, right? So that's how trading works. That's literally how trading works. It's understanding the fear and greed and understanding the market makers games, and then controlling your own fear and greed as well. So yeah, really really good video this here on fear and greed and stuff. And yeah, that's pretty much it. That's fear and greed is the chart. Okay, fear and greed is the chart. Every single market maker's eyes, every retail trader's eyes that's seeing the chart, they're just seeing money, 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 money. That's what I see every single day. We're all salivating for money, 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 money. But we have to be disciplined and realize the market makers games. When we try our very best, we all want to make money. That's all we want to do. All our hearts, all our eyes are captivated on. All of us is whatever we're market maker, retail trader. We all love money. That's why we're here. Damn it. And it's because we're here, our hearts are filled with greed and fear, and we have to navigate through those emotions, right? And that's what I've been doing for years, right? And it's finally coming to a real big breakthrough with Top Step. But again, now I still have a bigger problem that's rearing its head now, is my greed. I could easily be up 4K in my bank account right now, but I'm not. The one sole reason why is greed, right? I had 4K in my bank account, but I was greedy and said I want more. So now that's basically also saying I want to lose it all. If you're saying I want more, you're also saying I want to lose it all. That's literally what it translates to. That's what happens in the stock market. I know, bro. That's fear and greed. Fear and greed is the chart, right? We're greedy, right? Right here, right? Just look at the chart, right? We're greedy, then we're fearful, then we're fearful, then we're fearful, then we're fearful, then we're greedy, then we're fearful, then we're greedy, right? Then we're fearful, then we're fearful, then we're greedy, right? Then we're fearful, greedy, whatever, just getting chopped up, and then that's it, and then it's over, and then you're right on the day, whatever, right? Greedy, fearful, greedy, fearful. That's how it works. That's how the market makers love to play their games and just cheat everyone out of their money by leveraging their hearts, leveraging their emotions. They leverage those two negative, evil emotions. Okay. So yeah, that's this video on fear and greed. Probably gonna be making a reversal trading video right now, but yeah. Anyways, that's fear and greed. Fear and greed is a chart. Understand that. Understand your emotions. Always understand what the emotional candlestick of the day is, what it's currently doing, how emotional it is, and to just discipline yourself. Hold your horses. Right. Again, you want to give into greed, right? You're lusting, you want to give into that greedy short, but after so many years of getting beat out of you, you just don't. And you're just like, I know this is a market maker game. I know it's a reverse trade. I know not to be greedy. It's when you're greedy, that's when they want you to go in. And so now, since I know the market maker's traps, I reverse trade that, and then I'm actually able to make money, right? Same thing. When I know the market maker's traps of fear, I know to actually get in, and then I can make money, right? That's how that's how trading works. Again, so yeah, I'll see you guys. Very important, very good video, right? It's knowing the market makers games and traps and things like that, and reversal. So yeah, anyways, I'll see you guys in the next one. Fear and greed is the chart. Fear and greed is the chart. Fear and greed, man. It's always the emotion of fear and greed. Screw TA, fear and greed, okay? So I'll see you guys in the next one.